me not having a good day. Interesting thing, which I believe this was mainly a quirk of Q4, but my Xfinity car is faster than the Cup car and handles a load better. I started the race in 11th. I qualified with a 38.7, which is fast. But I knew I was in trouble when the practice goal was a 38.3. The pole was a 37.9. So I was 0.8 off starting the race. You get that saving grace of about a half a second. Martin Truex up there, who's been leading most of the race, he's on fire too. He fires off at about a 38.4. I kind of have half the setup because it was like one way in practice, and in the race it was totally different. So I'm not saving gas. I am using fourth gear because it works better. And again, I've been making adjustment after adjustment, and I've been getting it better. But I have nothing for Martin. When I was able to get up there and challenge him for the stage lead in stage 1, I finished second to him quite easily. And then there's this idiot. If you see that little red mark there, yep, he's mad at me. I guess the 2 or 3 cautions I caused the last race early on, he got caught up in them, even though was not intentional. So now he's a rival. So every time he goes by me, he tries to wreck me, cut my nose off, or put me in the wall. It started this race for incidental contact entering turn 3. I checked up, he turned down, we touched, literally like touched, and then he just tried to run me off the track every other time we were around each other after that. Overall, it's been a JGR race. As you can see, there's Jones. Truex is leading, and Christopher Bell is up there in the mix too somewhere. So my goal is 5th, and I don't really have a 5th place car unless this last adjustment got me up there. I have a top 10 car, but I would say maybe 6th at best. And you get the 4 JGR cars, and then you got Bowman is really fast today in the 88. And Boyer's trying to be, but I think I'm faster than Boyer on the long run. But a lot of it has to do with, being pseudo Talladega. And I think I remember this year's cars with the Xfinity and the Cup is, I think the Xfinity also has, aside from being slicker in a straight line speed, arrow wise, they have about 50 horsepower more in their Michigan package than the Cup cars. I think we're running 400 and they're running 450. Yeah, it was a couple of weird years there, but so yeah, so there's Truex right all the way up there, and I'm back here, and we're fast. We're just nowhere near fast enough. And this is one of the things I was talking about in another video about the settings. See, this is one of those tracks that online, like in a league race, this speed would probably be fine and capable of winning. It's more draft kind of track, so like Talladega. So you'd be running in a pack. Rare to have somebody pull away by himself. A couple guys, yeah, like this. For being in fourth gear, the fourth gear is just a little bit off. It's much better than third gear. I will show you. See down the straightaway, right? Now I just kicked it in fourth gear. I got a really heavy fourth gear for this track because practicing offline by myself, it seemed to want that. Yeah, see, they just kind of walk away from you. 183 off the turn there. Now, most significantly, I'm not really catching it. Now, I can dive it in deeper here, and I have speed across the turn. So I make my speed, like, right there, and then I start losing. Now we'll throw it in fourth gear. Now, with fourth gear, because you're not binding the engine up as much, the draft kicks in and the straightaway, so it allows me to pick up a little bit down the straightaway as well as into the turns, because off the turns, as you just saw, the higher gear, the fourth gear, is just a little too high to pull really well. But see, the draft allows me to hold on to Logano, and I got Chase behind me, which is helping too. But overall, I need to be closer. That's the draft. I got to take a look at what my adjustments did. Yeah, see, they got more engine power. But this is the problem with a track like this. A track like this, yeah, they're fast. But they're a little bit too fast. And practicing for a league race, hey, if you could go up there and run with Truex, more power to you. I know the numbers he's running. He's basically starting off at a 38.4, which is possible, and then 30 laps in, 44 laps in the tank, he's running like 38.9. So, yeah, and doesn't get much slower than that the next 10 laps before he pits. Yeah, so it's a little, yeah. So essentially you need a car that'll run 39 flats at the slowest. That would be close enough. As it stands, I start off about 38.6. Initially it was 38.4, which was good. Yeah, I ran that yesterday, broke my record, 38.7. I picked up 3/10 with this new setup, which is awesome, but not today, because the legend here has these guys running so fast that I can barely hold on to them. And I'm faster in the middle of the turns, especially in third gear, but as you see, I lose a lot everywhere else. In the Xfinity car, one of the things you'll notice is I got the same kind of speed, but I'm faster down the straightaway. And that's a combination of aero and horsepower. Because, look at this, I'm 180 out of the turns. That's damn fast. But a lot of that has to do with the draft, in the middle of the pack. What I mean by that is I have a car behind me pushing, and I have guys that I'm following pulling. So that's pretty much the only way I can keep up with these guys. If the guy behind me decides, what's been happening is when they decide to pass closer to the front, they're running a little faster, especially at the beginning of a run. Then they pass me, and then I lose a lot of time gapping the leader, who's in the middle of 1 and 2, and we just crossed the line. Yeah. So nothing is ideal. This run is much better because I had fallen back to, I think, 13th at the beginning of the race. And now I'm kind of able to run in the top 10 under the circumstances I mentioned. I've been pitting whenever possible. They have not. So I have a tire advantage, which I'm sure is also helping me keep pace with them. But essentially, we're slow. And if we need a lot of luck to get a top 5 finish today, which I really, really want to do. We need 2 of them. And the next race, I believe, is a road course. So I'm not too comfortable with the pressure of having to have a top 5 at a road course. But it's also making me think that the certain tracks, the legend setup, I guess I can base it in practice, is if I'm not running, if I can't make my practice goal, which is not the pole, but if I can't make my practice goal without a draft, by myself, then I think I gotta lower the legend to the 1 click down to make it a sporting race. I learned a lot today, but I think essentially the main thing I've learned, I knew I was doing it, is that I probably need to come up with a totally different setup, which is for the 2-mile tracks. I have a really good setup for Auto Club. It doesn't really translate, even though these are sister tracks. It doesn't really translate to Michigan, and I'm not exactly sure why. Michigan is an older track. Again, it goes to the... Yeah, look, I'm just losing around. It also goes to the fact that it seems like when they made this game, they treated each track as its individual scenario with common settings, but not necessarily common effects. Because this race is totally different than Auto Club, and it kind of shouldn't, but it does. Auto Club is a little bit wider, but it's just, you don't know. It just feels different. It feels tighter, and that's what I deal with. Is it's tighter. That's what everybody deals with. It's tighter, and then you loosen it up, and then it's too loose, and you lose grip. Pass me. Ninth makes sense. See, I'm fast in the middle. Kind of shows up more as the tires wear. But slow. See, 39.6 even in the draft. You see my RPMs, yeah, 7,000 to 8,000 is what everybody says is what these games were designed for. And I'll argue that on some tracks. Some tracks definitely. This track is probably one of them, because this track, like Daytona and Talladega, have more in common, or more super speedway like. But at the same time, you should be able to get up here and, take the lead, get out front, and pull away from the guy behind you. This track doesn't always race like that. It races more like pack racing. Unless you're an AI, or you just stupid fast. Everybody else is slower than you. Well, my experience in league racing, it's 2 cars can pull away at a track like this, which is, that makes sense. But to gain more speed, so what do? Heavy gear doesn't work against these AI, and I would venture to say against the fastest guys offline. So we got to go with the lighter gear. Lighter gear does a couple things. You can't get slow in the turns, so you have to be able to maintain really high corner speed. I have this setup pretty much maxed out for looseness. I get the right front 60, so we can't get any more tire stagger. And then, so there's other things I got to do. I got fairly high track bars, but they're split. So I'm maxed on one, and I can't really I can't max the other one without messing the balance up. So I gotta kind of draw a clean sheet of paper and go from there. I still have the issue like at Charlotte, and it's weird because this is a much faster. I'm at 200 miles an hour almost. I'm entering the turns in the draft over a lot of times, but the right front will not wear. I have a high wedge setup, not a low wedge setup. I reduced it somewhat, made it like a mid wedge setup, because I could not get that right front to wear more than the left front. It rotates very well in the middle of the turns. Off, it kind of builds tight. Let's see if I can do here about self-turn. Okay, it builds tight. But at this point, I think what I did to it is I made it loose tight. In other words, the right rear isn't sticking. Let's see here. I haven't had a clean lap in a while. Yeah, see, I'm 20 degrees hotter on the right rear, and it still builds, so it's a loose. So I gotta have more grip on the right rear. I gotta roll through the corner better. I have in the past taken my Daytona setup, Daytona Talladega setup, I'm running there, and it's terrible. Okay, everybody's pitting. Okay, we got 49 laps to go. I think my only hope for that finish, because it'll probably end up with a 47, is to save gas. Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, tighten it up a little bit in case we have to slow down a lot entering the turns to make it, but I have a feeling we're going to get another caution. Michigan is a track online, you get a lot of cautions. A lot of guys have trouble holding their line. I made some adjustments on one restart, and that caused a bad caution. And then I got hit by Denny and caused another caution. Yeah. Stuff like that's always fun. So we have 44 laps and 44 laps. So we can make it to the end. If somebody pitted, they can make it to the end. See what I mean about speed? We're trying to save gas, so we don't want to rev it up like that. Better to be off the gas or feathering it and having the draft for you. Or you pass people like that with half throttle. part throttle. The draft will carry you all the way in. It's when you hit the apex that you got to get back on the gas to maintain the draft. You got plenty of time when you're running back here. You have more draft effect running 10th because you got 9 cars that you're essentially drafting off of. So your gas, you know, is like 4 times as effective as if you're running by yourself. So in a save gas situation in high gear, it's a good place to be back here. For those of you who race with me and watch my races, you see that's typically where I end up when I'm saving gas. Put my foot down now, guys. I want to stay, I don't want to have one guy behind me because of the setup. And I noticed this game also, you need a pusher. And any track that runs like a little bit like Daytona, Talladega, it really helps if you have somebody pushing you. A lot of times, like when it's early in the race or even late in the race, I'll stay second to somebody, you know, and I'll help push them, and I'll wait to make my move till it counts. Yeah, tighten it up a little bit more, because look at the right rear. We're not running full out, so it's getting looser. That could be a problem later on, but we'll worry about it, because I think we'll be fine. I just want to get a couple laps to the positive. See, it's weird because it turns in really good, and then it wants to slide up as the tires wear. So it's kind of like making that move, diving in under somebody. Yeah, that's how you piss people off. I don't recommend. Oh, Kyle Busch took the lead. Is Truex up there, or is he in the pack in front of us? It's gonna pass it. I'm gonna give it to him. His last year. There's Boyer. I think Truex is running like second. Letting off. Ease it on in there. If I want to make up time, I can hit the gas before I hit the apex. I got nobody right behind me now, so now I'm vulnerable. I think that's Truex up there in second. See, I really got to get on the gas earlier than that in order to properly race with these guys. But my setup and my strategy at the moment, can't get too aggressive. I mean, I can use the gas enough that I could blow a couple laps of gas. That would really suck. Now, let's see when it's changing over. I didn't get in the groove there. I'll use some time there. Oh, it's going to be a bad lap for gas, so let's see what it changes over. So we're catching up. See how we caught up? Wow. So it's changing over. Start-finish line. That's right, so we gained a lap. Now, if it changes over earlier, we're losing gas mileage. If it changes over later towards turn 1, then we're gaining some. And how close to turn 1, we can kind of gauge how many laps until we're a full lap saved. Okay, so we passed the point, so here we are in turn 1. That's about an eighth of a lap. So that means in another 6-7 laps, we should be 1 lap to the good. Now that's, you know, I got no one behind me, so I'm hitting the gas full down the back stretch, but I'm feathering it down the front stretch here. Did that much better, so I don't have to nail it. Harvick looks like he's getting a little bit of a handling issue, but he doesn't want me to pass him. Okay, so we're out of turn 2, it's switching over. Turn 2 is 1 and 2. The apex is also a sharper turn than 3 and 4. 3 and 4 from the apex off, it arcs out into the T-shaped oval kind of thing. So it's easier on the handling, and that's why a lot of guys, you know, they loosen it up so much to make turn 2 late in the run. They end up spinning off of it all the time. You know what's gonna suck is everybody will probably be able to make it, and I'm the only idiot saving gas. Issue. Oh, I didn't want that. It might have a caution. Oh, that's gonna suck. Picked up a spot though. I know they'll probably catch me, but I got nose damage. That will hurt the handling. It's hurting the handling. Bad nose damage. Well, just like that, one little blip, and oh god, 94. That was a 6% hit. Oh man. See anything. Usually a bad hit like that crumpled the front end. It was the right front. So who knows? Maybe it figures I put a hole in it or something. Now I got too much drag. It's getting tight off, which means I got to use more gas to keep up, which all works against me. Wow. Yeah, just remember we're doing all this because we're slow. No substitute for real speed. I have a feeling they're going to make it anyway. So it'll be all for nothing, and I'll end up finishing probably 14th. I throw it back in the third, you know, when I hit the mark, but right now the only reason to do it is handling, and I'll probably lose a couple laps running in third. Offline, I could only make 36 laps, and I needed to make, what, 44, which I can do in fourth gear. Yep, see, I can't even keep up with those guys anymore. Because it's tight, it's aero tight handling. Look at 40. Oh man, that's slow. That's tight in. See how it's sliding up? Notice that the right front is hotter than the right rear for the first time all race. Yeah. Well, unless we get a caution, in which case I probably won't get my top 5 if everybody fits. Anyway, so we're just royally screwed. Well, you know what? We brought a knife to a gunfight, so we can't really complain. And so now that kind of makes me think about the when I'm not feeling well running that ARCA series, right? There's certain tracks that I would definitely use the max on, but like a track like this, I think I gotta go down one. But it's also a different system, so I have to race a race to really see where I stand, or at least run part of a race at a track like this. Wow, look how tight I got. Wow. Yep. Life sucks sometimes. But you never know. You could get a caution. Slow that is. 22. Coming to 22. 20 laps to go. We'll throw into third gear because I have a feeling I can, you know, with the way the car is screwed up now, I can probably run faster in third. And like at the line, I'm only a couple miles an hour slower. They must be slowing down. Byron. Going it in third gear will help it turn. It's that lower gear kind of thing, which, you know, makes how you make your gear kind of important. It definitely has an effect on your setup, which is why you can have a setup with one set of gears that'll run tight, and then you change the gear and it'll run loose, or vice versa. Which is not what I was doing here. I was doing here basically for keeping speed around the track. Third gear just wasn't letting me do it. And running the fourth gear, at least for the first half of the run, I was able to, you know, keep up with the leaders. And then as the car built tight and needed more gear off the turns, I'd lose ground. See, before I was hitting that and it was just turning. Now it's just scoots to the right. Well, the good news is if we do get a caution now, I'll be able to loosen it up a little bit. Or maybe have a shot at making that top 5. Helping it turn, but that's not helping. Oh, caution. Nobody's pitting. Come on, baby. Fuck it. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully fresh tires and a little bit looser. Pitted there. Oh, look who's up there. Mr. Hamlin. Feel too loose. Good, he's running in the top 3. Excellent. Wow. That was me. Oh, it's a lot looser than it was earlier when I did this. Careful, but we got top 5 in sight. 12 laps. It's going to be tough. Oh, Jesus. This is not what I want to see. He's gonna hit me, and I'm very loose. I don't want to hit him either. Sneak through here. Oh, that sucked. Oh, we're gonna get hit. Well, we're in the top 5. Ah, shit. I think it's good until he wrecks you. Wow, they're all going high. Truex makes it back up here. I think I have 0 chance. But if it's just Kyle, outside chance I have a shot, unless Denny gets to me and starts beating on me. Slide because I'm on that right rear too much. See, there's Truex. Here comes Truex. Shit. He's bringing Jones and Hamlin with him. I'm keening on Bush. Oh man. We pull down on in the turn. I pull on. He's gonna catch me. 2-3 laps, I'm gonna be here. Huh. Is that a 10? And Hamlin and Jones falling back a little bit. Holy shit. 6th lap. I wish this was the last lap. Oh, pulling away. Because of the gap. Leaders running 38 8s and 9s. I could also totally screw up here. But my plan here is you could finish first, second, or third. Oh, Kyle. I'd rather stay second to Kyle until last lap or so, then make my bid. And if he stays high like this, I might pass him quicker and have him make runs on me. I don't know if I can get by him. I was feeling quite. Had a good run there. I have to be a little physical with him in order to maintain the lead. See, he maintains. I can't gain on him from the middle off. So I either gotta get next to him entering a turn or hit him a lot. I don't want to hit him a lot. I'm so loose. Or do this. Okay. We're gapping the guys behind us. do that on the last lap and be a little physical with them. It might work. He just pulls away from me. I have to be closer to him entering the turn. And it's either going to happen this lap or it's not going to happen at all. It's not going to happen. Ooh, Martin's caught up. Nope. Well, second gets our goal. Nice when you pull off the wing. We're just too slow. (104). Too slow. Okay. Yep, we were working our way up, but see, it's not skipping too much. Yeah, we pitted early. There was, I think, a couple of cautions. I think I caused one of them after the first one, but it made it so I can make it to the end. And 60 lap stages, so somewhere in here I take the lead. Oh no, they didn't pit. I stayed out. No, I pitted. I got tires. I know I won this stage. I thought I did it on gas mileage. Okay. Oh no, I didn't win it. This is where I realized that I was way too slow and finished second to Truex, who dominated the race. Now for second stage, oh, we threw the kitchen sink at it this stage. Yeah. That's the one I caused. I hope it shows the contact with Denny and I. I think I was really good up until about this point in the race, and then had that incidental contact, and then Denny just was quite ornery with me. I got it good for about half the run. Here. I think it starts about here. There it is. Yep. See, and Denny is just not turning on purpose. I was so pissed, and I'm like, but if I wreck him, it'll just keep him mad longer. The dumb thing is at the end of the run, as you saw, I got my car faster than him, but only like the last half of the run, and you know, made some mistakes. That's one of them. I was trying to stay off of him. I had loosened it up too much, and I was trying to stay off of him, and I was too low. My bad. 30 laps to go. We had a really good run. It was a really hard run. Yep. Now they slowed down for that guy, because that guy was blowing up. And I didn't realize it until it was too late to clear Keselowski. I was going too fast. And that was the damage. Ooh, 4 riders. Yeah, I'm too loose. Oh, come on, show it. He almost puts me in the wall. Come on. But that's why I dropped back to 4th. Yeah. Trying to get by him and not touch him. See me go. I was sliding up towards him. I'm like, nope. I got past him. Wow, they cut out all the good stuff. And that was that. Well, we made it through. Hit our goal, which is excellent. Now we got Chicagoland to, we should be really good at Chicagoland. I hope. Good payday. Killing it. On points over racing Hamlin. I made him a rival. Yep. Martin had a good day. You know, I could be upset that we didn't win. We came so close, but we literally started off with probably a top 15 car, and to work on it and, you know, be able to get it up to a second place finish that's awesome. Here we go. Yep. Yep, there we go. So, Denny hates me. Oh no, Brad. Brad is a rival now? Oh, that's because of that little content. Oh, that's ridiculous. See, there's a reason why I turned this off. Okay, I got him down to angry. So if I can stay off him for a full race, that'll go down. But Brad? Jesus, that was the only contact that I made with Brad, and that was incidental. Incidental in that there were circumstances beyond my control. So they go a little bit overboard here. But then again, I never had a rival on for a full season. Oh yes, I did. Truck season. But it was, you know, it's a short season. It's not 36, 7, 8, 9 races. It's 20 races, 22 races. Okay, so we got a truck race coming up next. And the truck race is at Texas. We run good at Texas. Let's see if we can pick up the pace a little bit next time. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions, anything, please. And we will see you next time.